Hey, hey, hey. All right, we are live. And of course, you are tuning in to the Boss Queen Morning Show because it is morning somewhere in the world. And yes, I've lost my marbles and hashtag I don't care. That's short, sharp, to the point. And of course, this is your show where we talk about all things manifestation, money, 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 working together with the universe in co-creation and of course mindset, so you can blow through or blow up all these bullshit beliefs about yourself, about success, about money, all those sorts of things. And of course my jam is then mixing it in with the marketing. So in other words, it's kind of like bringing the badassery, aka the doing, the marketing, the strategy, with the spiritual soul abundance queen essence together, where we just work and receive with ease and grace, because that's so freaking juicy and divine, and it's so my jam. And with that in mind, I want to keep it short and sharp to the point because I really want to get IGTV working. So if this is working in the future and you're watching this, yay, I am so grateful. So apparently I need to keep the content, actually the time down. So I'm going to hurry up. I'm going to talk really super fast because I do that anyway when I get really excited. And I want to talk to you about patience and impatience. More so the impatience. Hashtag if you're an impatient person, raise your hand, because I know that there's so many impatient mofos around the world, including myself. However, I have learned to reframe, or actually no, to lose energetic hold over this impatience, because impatience basically means that you are actually not backing yourself, not believing in the universe, and you are actually cutting yourself off the abundance of the universe. You see? So really, impatience is like deadly when it comes to manifesting your desires, your dreams, opportunities, resources, people, manifesting all the things that you need to actually bring your vision to life. Do you get that? So I get it though, because we really want to, have everything like done yesterday, and we are very driven, and we are very hungry and very determined, and we are ready to, do what it takes as often as it takes, and yada, yada, yada. I get it. But I'm telling you, impatience is actually cutting you off from the flow of abundance. It actually is cutting you off from the energy of abundance, because every time you are being impatient, you're actually going back into scarcity thinking. You're actually thinking impatience means you don't believe that there is enough time, that there's not enough possibilities, not enough people, not enough opportunities, not enough energy, not enough money, all that sort of stuff. That's why you're impatient, because you're like, I just really need this now, because otherwise, you don't understand. You don't understand my life and this and that. I'm like, well, actually, you're not going to get up and fly. The flip side to it is that, you know what, like I said, please try and not remove yourself from the flow of abundance, because really you want to be continuously tapped into the abundance, and you can't do both. You can't be going, oh no, like I totally believe in the vibe and the energy and the abundance of the universe, and the abundance flows through me and it's all good, but at the same time you're like, but I really am like feeling like this really needs to happen now because I'm such an impatient mofo. Well, guess what? And in German we have the saying, you cannot dance at two weddings at the same time. So you cannot believe in abundance and at the same time not believe in it. It doesn't work like that. You cannot access two emotions at the same time. So you either believe in it or you don't. So if you believe in it, well, choose to act as if as well. And so the flip side to it is, why actually be impatient in the first place? I mean, I get it. I'd like to have $1 million already now. But at the same time, I know it sounds maybe a little bit corny, but remember, it's actually not about getting to the destination. It's always about the journey. It's always about the journey. It's about really unbecoming everything you think about yourself. It's about becoming really the truest, most badass soul abundance queen possible. And it's about that journey that really allows you then to be worthy of having everything that you desire, right? So that's another thing to bear in mind. And that's why so many people who win the lottery and will win millions of dollars lose it all, because they are not primed and primed to have the capacity and the level of mindset to actually feel worthy of that money, and therefore will lose it. Okay. And the third thing I want to get you to really think about is the fact, well, you're in this for life. Like, you're here to make a massive impact. You know that you're a visionary, a creative, an artist, a leader, a rebel, a boss queen, a soul boss queen, a soul abundance queen, a boss babe, a boss bitch, whatever, right? At the end of the day, you know you're here. You've got a clear vision of what your life is going to look like. You know exactly the mission that you're on every day, changing the world with your beautiful gifts, you know, and you also know, you know, your purpose. You know what's your passion, what is your, you know, your message, and you know what's for you. And at the end of the day, if you completely trust and surrender that's what's for you, is not going to go past you, and you know exactly where you're heading, well, guess what? Then stop being an impatient mofo and actually just enjoy the journey, and really understand it's actually always just about being in the now and taking one foot, or putting one foot in front of the other, taking one step after the other. And that's all you got to do, and have fun with it. You know, be willing to challenge the status quo, be willing to challenge yourself, be willing to like step outside your comfort zone, be willing to show up every day, be willing to be brave, be willing to share your voice, be willing to share and you know, everything that you believe in, and just do that every day. And doing that is going to get you where you want to go. Now, if you want to speed things up, I get that. If you want to speed things up, then really it's about doing more of the insight work, not necessarily working on that strategy constantly, or thinking that you have to do more, you know, because to an extent, that's kind of a bit of a tricky conversation too, because obviously they say the person who sells the most makes the most amount of money. The person who creates the most is the content king or content queen. But at the end of the day, if you want to manifest easier and with more ease, it's not necessarily about doing more physically. It's about actually the whole orchestra of soul abundance, and that means doing the inner work, understanding what are you resisting, because there's a thing called instant manifestation. And if you're not actually instantly manifesting what it is, and that, you know, then really you got to tune inwards and find out what's in the way, what's blocking you, what is the, you know, is it a mindset thing, is it a belief, is it an energy, is it like a different perspective that you need to hang on to, is it some deeper stuff that you're not even aware, called like blind spots. Sorry, I just said the German word for it then, because I just did this in German. And that's really it. So I hope it gave you like 3 things to think about why I believe it is absolutely unnecessary to be impatient, because impatience is cutting you off from abundance. It also means that you really don't get to enjoy the journey, and really at the end of the day, it's taking all the fun out, because remember, it's always about actually being present in a moment and taking one foot in front of the other, or putting one foot in front of the other, taking one step at the time, and knowing that whatever's meant for you is not going to go past you anyway. And I hope that's going to give you something to think about. As I said, I promise I'm going to keep this short, to the point. If you have questions, come and message me. Money Queen, Money King. Of course, for any man that resonates with my energy, I absolutely invite you into my space, even though predominantly 90% of my clients or clientele, my clients are women. But I do get a few guys who say, actually, I'm totally picking up what you're laying down. I want to be part of your program. So if you're ready to rise into your wealth consciousness, if you're serious about making more money, if you're serious about doing the internal work, exactly what I've just talked about, if you want to know like what's been holding you back and manifesting more money with ease, because really you're already you feel like you're doing everything that you can, you're working your ass off, you're taking the steps, you're having fun, you're doing all the things I spoke about, but you just can't seem to shift into that next level financially and call in more money, well then guess what? Then you want to take a look at that program, because it really is a combination of healing, activation, mindset work, and it's about, hey darling, it's about really bringing 3 elements together. So we're going to completely rewire your money mindset, we're going to recode your money blueprint, and we're going to reshape, redesign your money identity. So this is one of its kind. Probably people out there do similar things. I totally get it and love everyone who does similar work to me, because the more women and men do that sort of work, the more consciousness, more conscious awareness we can create, and more we can raise more women and men into their own wealth consciousness, because I believe that we all have a wealth conscious code. Now, if that kind of makes you go, oh la la, yes, intrigued, curious, then let me know. Hashtag money queen or money king if you're a guy, and I will send you a 3-minute video, and you can tune in and you can decide, energetically, if this is a hell yes. And if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no, and that's totally cool. No obligation, no pressure. It's all good. I still love you anyway, because I trust that if you were to practice anything and everything that I even talk about every day in the Boss Queen Show, you will be flying. Right? You'll be flying. But if you want to speed up the process, if you want to not cut corners, but you know what it's like if you work with a mentor. If you want to speed up the process, you speed up the manifestation process, speed up the flow of abundance coming into your life, then definitely you want to be in my Money Queen program, which starts next Monday, 15th of July. Now, obviously, if you're watching this at a future point, then you may have to message me. Anyway, hit me up to see if and when this program is being run again. Now, that's it from my end. I promise I will just keep it short. I love you. I send you lots of love. I send you lots of bedazzling energy, lots of super sparkling vibes. Keep your energy high. Always hold a space of gratitude. Remember, every day is just about being present, taking one foot in front of the other. Do it with love, do it with grace, do it with fun. And remember, absolutely, it is your time to summon soul success on your own terms. And of course, permission to be, do, and have it all on your own terms already granted.